Straighten his wheel out a little bit.
I've been driving this thing since 2020, so it's about a year and something. And I never driven a bus before, so I don't know what it supposedly feel like.
Okay.
But it feels a little sloppy in the front. I don't know if that's a typical thing or what.
Not really.
Not really.
It shouldn't feel.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I have to do a lot of a small adjustment a lot.
Okay.
So kind of led me into the safety thingy. But
Yep.
I found out it has a Howard Center Power something. It's got a similar to safety,
Okay.
but it's on the hydraulic power.
Okay.
It's not working because I checked it. There's no hydraulic fluid. None of the function actually works.
Okay.
So I stopped at the safety, and they basically says that because it's tilting so much that we cannot work on it. So I just kind of passed through, and they say if you fix your level thing, then you can come back. So probably remove that would be a good idea because the company doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
And it should be easy. It's like a safety, I think. You just
Okay.
remove it. And then there's airbag issues. I think it could be, but as I told you, it's having difficult time getting an air pump at the beginning. So today it was extra bad. It takes about 10 minutes to get the air pump to the 125 or 130 psi.
Okay.
And I don't really hear it, but it seems to having a difficulty.
Okay. Do the airbags leak down on one place more than the other or anything, or?
It seems to go to the right side or
Okay.
I guess the driver's side.
Okay.
But that always been a nagging thing.
Okay.
And then I talked to this George guy who is used to be a Bluebird
Yep.
employee. He told me under the back tag there is a valve, and it seems to be leaking, and it's up there, so you can't reach it.
Okay.
So that's one suspect. And sometimes in the morning when I run the auxiliary pump, and something speaks out in the bag like crazy. The air shoots out, and I think it's in one of the tank valve. I have this pool wire thing
Yep.
that is just popping out. I don't know,
Okay.
but sometimes there's a puddle of water dropping down.
Okay.
So there's an air issue somewhere, and I replaced the dryer. So that's brand new. With
Okay.
the brand new elements. And what did I?
So when you parked it, you were at 120 psi in air, correct? Is that about what it was at?
Yes.
Okay. You want to peek at it right now and see what we're at? I'm curious.
130, and then it's rapidly goes back.
Okay. So you think we're probably down under 100 already in 5 minutes or so?
Possibly. I'm at 80.
80 already.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
80
So
over. So
that's a
that's
pretty substantial leak.
Yeah, it is a lot of leak.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get you guys a rug over here to help out because you're gonna.
I have a little
Okay.
thing, so don't
Because
worry.
I don't want you to track mud in there because it is definitely dirty out here.
But she seems to enjoy it. It's just.
That's pretty big. Can you see it blowing the bubbles back? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really bubbling, but it's blowing the air.
What is that supplied to?
Maybe the front step.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
We're probably going to have to replace that push to connect
Yeah.
altogether because I can't.
I see. It's not grabbing it, right?
Yeah. Now it's even worse.
Wow.
All those little white bubbles are air leaks. Replace that fitting. See if it holds air. So this side has one of the bushings kind of hanging on there, but it's all coming apart, which is just what I suspect happened to the other ones. The rubber got dry and brittle and then just came out of there, and the banging around on it made them come off. The airbag's got some issues there. And they're all pretty cracked and dry rotted and rubbing away too. Replace those. The angle of that airbag, and it's rubbing on the body. I think that's because that bushing is bad. We see the bushing hanging out up there. This is a steerable axle. for the tag here. The air dryer, he just replaced it, but it's passing oil, so that's all wet coming from the air dryer up above. So the air compressor is passing a lot of oil. Shut it off.
Come off a couple threads at a time.
Yep. Please do not slip the pry bar and hit me in the face, though. That's my only ask right now in the world. You know what?
Are you gonna be able to hold that?
I should be.
I think you're loose, Tyler.
I think I am. You want to come up here and give me a little assistance?
Sure.
We'll get it done.
Whatever it takes to not have it end up in my mouth.
Okay. You want to grab this one? You got a good grip of it?
No, but go ahead.
All right. There we go. Okay. So. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's all me.
Okay.
It's all about having the right tools. All right, so we're taking apart the sway bar links here. Got the new bushings on here. I had only one bushing that was still remaining, and it's very brittle. That's the one we still had. These are our new ones. Two different shapes to it.
One with a taper.
These are for the bottom, these are for the top.
We're gonna do the other side before I tighten it.
We have all the wheels off of the bus right now, replacing all the airbags, all the shocks, except for the tag shocks. He just had those replaced last year. And then we had that air cylinder. We took it into a hydraulic shop and had it rebuilt. $300 something, he said, and it's ready. We gotta go pick it up tomorrow. So I guess the new bushings to go on up in here, but everything's going to plan so far.
It's ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You definitely got it.
Yep. Okay.
This is the last.
Tony's been working for
What'd
an
you
hour.
say, Scott? It's flipped me off for the last time?
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. He's been trying to get that airbag out. Now he took it off on the backside, but it doesn't fit out.
It wanted to go this way. See if I can.
As long as the new bag fits in, just leave it.
Oh. Sounds good to me. Ain't no way this is coming out.
It's got to come back up through the top.
Yep, I believe you're right.
The generator exhaust is blocking it from coming out.
I can try to do this. Let it fall on me. I deserve it.
Eureka.
Congratulations.
Jeez.
Jesus.
So this airbag was really coming apart on the inside. It's brand new engine 16th. We've used it twice, and it's already ratcheting, really going in it. Bought a couple of 55-gallon plastic barrels today. We're gonna cut them off so they'll slide under the vehicles and use them as coolant drains from now on. We had an incident. We were using some clear plastic containers that were real brittle, and one of them broke and made a mess. So these type of containers make a real good coolant storage thing when you're draining coolant. So we just got to clean them out a little bit. One of them's got an acid cleaner in it, and the other's got a base cleaner in it. They had blue ones available, but I wanted the clear so we can kind of see the level of it in there. I thought it'd be a little better. Really getting the side of the shop here looking good. Making the road that goes around to the front of the apartment over there. And then the front of the building with the doors looks awesome too. Making good progress. Spray foam insulation guys are supposed to do inside the shop next week. Can't wait for that. Super excited. Getting the shop insulated. They're even gonna, the doors will get insulated too. If you missed the last video, these are the handles that we have on the doors. So they're really cool, snap-on wrenches mounted on there. Okay, so we got new shocks and airbags here on the drive axle. And
Yeah.
on this one here, we got a new airbag on there. We're replacing the wheel seal right now. We have the bearings all look in really good shape on it. It was just a leaky wheel seal. I think it was leaking from around the seal itself. The seal actually fell out when I was removing it. So I believe that's what the problem was. So anyways, we're replacing this. Pretty simple setup, a little different on this than anything else. There's just one nut and a washer that hold it on, and then a pin that goes through the nut, the castle nut on there. So we're replacing these bushings right here right now. These bushings go on the for the steerable tag axle. It unloads and loads the weight on the tag axle the way that it moves. So we're putting those bushings up in there. We did get this hydraulic or air cylinder. We built at a hydraulic shop, and that's again what puts the pressure when you go backwards. It takes the pressure off of the steerable tag. So we've got a lot. We did all the airbags, everything. There's 10 of them, I believe. All new shocks. Every single shock was blown out. And then these bushings up here on this sway bar, they were completely shot, missing. So I was going to have a workable, stable sway bar again. That should help. And these are the adjustable Coney shocks. He does have the pull chain drains on everything as well. So the bus is out here with all the wheels off of it. We got new rubber, new tires going on it. They were over $1,000 a piece for these Michelins. He was happy to pay it because they're very hard to get. He tried multiple tire shops to find them and couldn't find them. He tried in 3 different states, and we called a few different places and had trouble finding them too. But these are 315/80s, load range L. So it's just sitting out here, all up on blocks and jack stands. And then everything looks nice though with all the airbags. We gotta wait to get this axle up before we put those last bushings on over here on the sway bar. So, and then this one's getting the wheel seal replaced on it too. It had a little bit of a leak in our wheel seal. It's looking real good though.
Everything goes towards the center of the bus. So this goes like that. Got one bushing on, and I got another one here. Where's that thing at? I can feel it.
I'll find it. Can you just hold the other end of it, Tyler? I'll get this. Over that thing. Can you get it up over that arm? There you go. Okay, now you're hanging on the bolt.
Which end are you guys trying to line up?
Huh?
Which end are you guys trying to line up?
This end, the one with the stud through the body.
Okay.
All right. It's on the inner bushing. Gotta kick the cylinder out the back end of it to there you go. All right, now the outer bushing's in. I need a washer and a lock nut.
So there we have the nice pretty Coney label on the outside, like it's supposed to be, showing off the name brand purchase. And then on this one, we forgot we put the label on the back side, so Young made his own label, Coney. Very nice. It's a custom Coney shock. Started it up, and test everything back here. So we'll put all the tires on.
Stairs, there's shelves.
Here. Get it up here.
No, I ain't got arm reach to go that way.
Your electrical system has an air leak.
Oh, that's the juice coming out, Johnny.
That's why
The electrical.
the battery juice coming out there. Turns into gas.
Try to zoom in a little bit.
What does that look like?
Just about. It scared the shit out of me. Oh, swear jar money. Yeah, it's coming down. Probably should have threw a couple extra boards under there. See those rocks explode out of there?
Pretty sure one's now buried in that piece of wood.
Yep. That active air system doesn't know what the hell to do.
Put it on the axle, keep on the blocks.
This is outer. That is number 3. So that's number 3.
That's it. That's where you start.
We'll start at the
I just did. I got it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
See how it actually turns before it clicks?
Uh-huh.
That means that we left it just a hair shy, like we said. Unlike the tire shops that run it real tight and then they test it. Getting ready to take the Wanderlodge out on a test drive. Super windy today, 45 mile an hour gust, 15 to 18 mile an hour sustained winds. So it's temperature's going to drop like 50 degrees tomorrow. There's definitely a front coming in. It's gonna go from 70 degrees to 20 degrees. It's crazy. Okay, but we've got it all back on the ground here. We still have 2 air fittings to replace, but we're gonna take it on a test drive first. We won't have the fittings until 3 o'clock. We know that they're leaking a little bit. They go on the airbag system. So we're gonna fire this thing up. Go see how she handles now with all new airbags, shocks, the steering adjusted, and all that other stuff that we did.
Push that. So basically it's storing all the air to the normal position. The suspension is already done. This is first time.
Yeah, so it helped.
Usually it blinks back and forth, back and forth. So suspension dictates the riding height. So that's already been reached there. It never changed.
Ah.
So it's not blinking anymore.
And then that'll keep it dynamic that way as you drive.
Yeah,
It'll.
now the active air is set basically. So at this time. Okay. So we can basically move.
Okay, let's go.
That's what it says. So I'm just gonna release the brake and then put drives on it. So then I'm gonna do a hard right. If I hit anything there. Do you see anything on the right side?
No, you're good.
Good. So I probably want to go as fast as you can. I think I can sweep about there.
Yep.
I hear that pumping. That's the first time I'm hearing it. Do you hear that?
Yep.
That's pretty far, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think I'm hitting that.
Yeah, I think because of the crazy driveway angle, it's trying to inflate air on the one side to keep it level.
Is the biggest speed that I'm going down? Jesus. Scary. This hill.
Everybody thinks the hill's not too bad until they come here in
No,
real
it's
life.
not. I tell you that. going up here. This is scary going down. Up here was bad enough. So another rock that I need to be careful with.
Yes. Yeah. If you stay on the gravel, you'll be good. Oh, you got a rock chip in your windshield, huh?
Yeah.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I kind of fixed it, but I didn't do a
Oh,
good
you did the
job.
fix it? Okay.
I didn't do a good job on it. Because I never really done that before. I should have tapped it on the thing. And
This is what you got to be careful of here.
so I go as far as I could go.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, I think I cleared it. Okay, I'm gonna invade that other lane.
Yeah.
I have to. I don't want to knock your mailbox down.
Sue's a good co-pilot. Reminding me of stuff like that.
You can push the button to the floor can come out.
Oh, that's okay.
Is that okay?
I'm fine.
Wind is blowing, huh?
Yeah, 45-mile-an-hour gusts.
Shit.
Might be a little hard to get a feel for the steering today with the winds blowing so hard. But how does it feel?
Feel the same, but more solid in a way. I think the shock is really helping us. Here we go. That's different. That is different.
We would have still been bouncing when we did.
Yep, yep.
Speed limit drops to 30, you know?
Believe me, the bus let me know when it hits something. I think with that cylinder gone, a little more looser, I think. Possibly. Maybe I'm just thinking out loud.
So we'll just go straight through the next two stoplights.
Green there.
Nice little map logging chart. That inner rear dual
Yeah.
is down to 87.
Shit.
So we're going to be very close to that tire shop.
Yeah.
So why don't we go ahead and head there, and we'll get them to fix that.
Okay. So you can turn right on there?
Yes.
So it was losing air. It is losing air.
Yep.
I learned to drive slow with this.
Oh, you can't go too slow around corners. But like right there, that sway bar should have made a little difference for you.
Yeah, it is. It is solid. I mean, I can start to negotiate this better.
Yeah.
That's different. The pressure is 130. It just hit the.
Oh yeah, I heard it go out.
This is a 55 mile zone.
I think so, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Drive is much more comfortable. That's for
Good.
sure. It's much more in control. No, I can't even let the thing go. This wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I was getting a cramp after a while. Yeah, definitely the suspension is settled down. Actually, aircon.
It's a nice ride. As a passenger, it feels nice over here.
Yeah. Much more control ride. Yeah, it drives much like a car. I can predict where it's going.
Yeah, those little bumps in the road, they feel good in the suspension. I can't imagine what they were like before.
It wasn't bumpy or anything, but you don't feel in control. That's what it feels like.
I assume it was kind of porpoising or.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you take this kind of turn, you're afraid it's forward to the left. So I go very easy on those. But it seems to follow it now. Yep, it's following it.
Speed limit's 40 for this curve. I don't know what we're doing.
I was doing 55. Sorry.
It handled good though. It didn't roll over or anything. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty solid. I feel pretty solid. I feel like you're going like sideways, no?
Yeah.
Pretty straight, right?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't done that yet. It's continuously straight.
Yeah. These little bridge trenches and bumps.
Yeah, I know. This one should have been.
Yeah, I think if we could find a little better rubber bushing for that sway bar,
Uh-huh.
I think that should be on your list.
Okay. Yeah, I got the urethane one.
Yeah. Let's back up to 55. Feel the wind pushing you.
That way.
So is it still reading your toad? But even though the toad's not there, it's like in memory or something?
Yeah, yeah, it's looking for toad. It's beeping at you because toad's not reachable. But there's a way to remove it, and I haven't done
Lost the reading from the front left.
that. And time to time it does that. And I think it's because that sensor is not popping out of that hole. It's kind of surrounded by the hole.
Yeah.
So the RF gets sucked into the aluminum instead of exposing to the air.
So that inner rear dual is up to 92 now, but all the other ones are either 96 or 99. So that as the heat is getting to them, it's still lower than the others.
Yeah, yeah.
They were all even a little while ago.
What would that be? Maybe just that nipple thing, maybe? It's a small leak, right?
Yeah, it could be the valve stem. Could be just a little thing on the bead of the wheel.
So by the steering input, it doesn't have to be wild anymore. Because I used to have to go real quick,
Yep,
but now I can casually keep up with it. That's different.
that's good.
It's predictable in a way. It's predictable. I know where the bus is going to go.
That's a good thing.
We're doing the 100 psi, 100, 110.
Nice.
So this is 65. Now I'm going to come down. 60. This is 60. 60 feels slow.
It's a big open road. Yeah, it feels like.
Exactly. Wind is pushing on me. Well, that's 55 right there.
Yeah, it feels like we're doing 20.
Yeah, I know. And it's just stable. And we haven't done this left tilt or sway yet. Here is 130 now.
Yeah, it's 45 mile an hour gusts in this. That's not definitely something.
Ooh, yeah.
As we get on this high ground here, I can see for miles and miles and miles. So we're definitely up pretty high.
The wind is wide.
Matter of fact, I believe there is a high-profile vehicle advisory today. So.
Yeah, I saw that. That's for sure. We're high profile, right?
Yes. So do you remember how to get to the tire place?
No.
So when we get to the interstate up here, you'll go over the interstate and take a left. It's at the same exit as Loretta Lynn's ranch.
Oh, okay. So the power-wise, this is pretty normal, right? My engine is doing pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, well yeah, it was Series 60, so
I mean, before I know it, I'm going like 60 now.
yeah, be careful. This hill will send you 90.
I can do the honor here. I just put the jigs. I love jigs.
Yes.
So do I take the foot off of it, right? Accelerator off of it when I'm going down, right?
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it on 60 now. On a low jigs. setting. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back off.
nice long ramp here.
Get the hell out of there, guy. Just timing it. Yeah, that's nice. I don't have to worry about this left hand. I'm always scared of us sucking in and
And it used to tilt hard to the left.
What's going this way?
How fast are we going?
Oh shit, 65 plus. I'm doing 67. Whoa, that's something new. Wow, I didn't even see that.
I knew I was going to ride better and you're going to go faster.
Jeez.
Used to feel out of control at that
Yeah.
speed.
I put it on like 60 to 63 back and forth. Wow. It's pretty windy, you know, I'm being pushed around.
Yeah. But it's still controllable.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it feels, as a riding here, it feels nice and smooth.
Yeah, it is.
That's where the air suspension is so nice.
So if it works right, then that's supposed to be raised up so that even though crown is that way, I should go
Yeah.
pretty straight. I mean level. Because the right side is low, right? But I think it pumped up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel level to the, not to the road, but level, like I was watching the truck in front of me that I could see clearly leaning to the right, and we weren't leaning to the right, so.
The active air is supposed to do that. So now this, when I turn like this should raise it up a little.
And I feel it coming up over there. That's a really neat system. And that's why it has such big air lines that come in and out of your airbags.
Yeah.
So it can inflate and deflate real fast. So this will be our exit coming up. There's a truck on the shoulder up here, be careful.
I just find myself doing over 65.
You're gonna,
Slow down.
yeah, you're gonna fight that for a while to get used to it. So the inner duals, the one side is 91, the other side is 102.
Yeah.
So we're definitely losing air on that dual. We just have the tires mounted, so we're gonna head to the tire shop and see if they can find the leak and take care of it. Watch this tag axle tire actually steer here as you see it change positions as he's turning. can see it just kind of pivot in there and move. No scrubbing on the tire. That's a really neat feature to have. I'm glad we got it working good. We already had to take the new tires off. One of them when we hadn't even driven it yet, so I know there's not a nail in it, but it was down to 55 pounds this morning, and it was set to 100 a couple days ago. And then we took it for a test drive, and it lost 15 PSI while we were on the test drive. So Tyler and Hunter went to get a trailer. It's going to rain tomorrow, so we're going to take this into the tire shop. We drove to the tire shop to try and get them to change it. We waited a half hour. They were still going to be another hour and a half. That was going to put us back after dark. We didn't want to do that. So anyways, we're going to get this tire that's leaking out. Want to spray some soap on the valve stem there? Is the soap good?
I put it away in the shop.
No. Well, we did a lot of work on this bus. I'm happy that the test drive went real well. We still have a couple little things to do here, but it's basically ready to go. We get the tire back from the tire shop today, and then we replaced those last two air fittings that came in late last night, so that's all fixed up. Air system is holding air great. It's really, really nice.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.